My name is Ashley Cunningham. I specialize in surgical services.
I'm Jennifer Smith. I focus on inpatient med-surg telemetry.
And I'm Amanda Tamayo, and I specialize in the emergency department.
So our team provides education and support across multiple specialty areas for both new grad nurses and experienced staff. We facilitate orientation classes, lead in-services, and offer real-time training in clinical settings. We also develop microlearning resources focused on equipment, medications, procedures, and low-volume, high-risk situations. Today, we will share one of our newest and most effective tools that has been very well received by staff, our digital education binders. These binders are a collection of unit-specific microlearns designed to support quick, accessible learning. These binders can be accessed multiple ways from the hospital website, our intranet, also any computer, any desktop computer or computer on wheels. And then we also have QR codes that can be scanned with a personal phone. So QR codes are posted throughout each unit and have also been added to the badge reels that Jennifer just showed you. And this provides very easy access. For those nurses who prefer printed materials, we also have physical copies of these binders available at the nursing stations. So today I'll show you an example of our surgical services education binder. This has been very well received by staff, especially during call hours when quick access to specialty equipment and information is essential. So I will go ahead and share our screen. I'm just waiting for it to load. Can everybody see this?
Yep, we can see it now.
Okay, wonderful. So this is an example of the education binder developed specific to surgical services. There's a QR code here that can be scanned if multiple people are trying to access this at the same time. So maybe there is a tech and a nurse that would both like to see how to use a type of equipment before a procedure. Then we go into the table of contents. So this is specific to surgical services. We have all of our surgical emergencies, and then the middle section is provider education. So these are actually recorded in services provided by our surgeons and anesthesia staff about specific conditions. Staff can go in at any time and watch one of these to get updated or have a review. There's also specifics on procedures and medications. So today I will share an MH management tip sheet. So this is just a quick look at what to do during a malignant hypothermia crisis. And malignant hypothermia is a rare but life-threatening reaction that can occur during anesthesia. Patients will have a specific gene that will cause a malignant hypothermia response. And all of our surgical staff need to know how to react and be prepared to respond quickly and confidently. So staff can access this at any time during a crisis, or if they want to review, it can be printed. And the tip sheet outlines clear step-by-step actions to take in the event of a crisis of MH. And that is one example. And if you hit this home button here, it takes you back to the table of contents if they wanted to review other subjects. So next, we will show you an example of our inpatient binder, and I will hand this over to Jennifer.
Okay, so here in Maine, we have a bunch of snow, but I think our internet connection is good despite that. It keeps coming, and I love it. I'm here for it. So the ED team here pioneered these binders, and it was such a big success that we have adopted it throughout the hospital. This is for med-surg nursing specifically. We have our table of contents allocated slightly differently, but we have our medications, our equipment, and nursing skills. The staff give us ideas for what they want, or these are things that we often help with on the unit. And this is a great resource when we're not here that they can look up instead of FaceTiming us, which we do sometimes, and I enjoy that. I also enjoy that. I don't mind. So I will show you an example of one here of this bear hugger. This is a medical device that warms patients when they're cold. And we've got QR codes that can be scanned with phones or clickable links if they're using the electronic version for easy access. I love 7-Tabs, but I also love Canva. I also love Articulate. These are other platforms that we'll use here, but we often have these quick Video is embedded in. This is a quick 1-minute video that will show staff. We'll show staff how to set up the bear hugger using our equipment and the different things that we have here, which they really appreciate. You can navigate quickly back home using the home button as well. You know, chest tubes is also another good one. And these have all been peer-reviewed. Pharmacists have all reviewed the medication guides. Our intensivists have looked over the chest tube quick reference guide. They're easy to click through, short information, short snippets. I like the memes and 7-taps. They're really fun. You know, so staff can click through. It's similar to Instagram where you click on the bottom right to move forward and click on the bottom left to move back. That's how I tell people. So there's videos embedded in. You can actually even add knowledge check questions, which is nice to see. Did they retain the information you provided? You can look up analytics of like, how long did they take to complete this learning? So it's really user friendly in this kind of way. And so I think that's it for inpatient that I really wanted to show you, but I will pass this off to Amanda, our ED educator.
Make it big.
Yeah. See. All right. I can't see. Sorry. Over there. So yes, my name's Amanda again. I'm from the emergency department. I was the first one to create the microeducation binder and put it together. And as most people know that are in healthcare, the emergency department is the black sheep of the hospital. So mine looks very different from inpatient and surgical services, but posts the same information. So this is just the cover. So I start out with a quick 7-taps QR code where people, if they go looking for something in the binder and they can't find it, it's not in there, but they think it should be, they quickly scan this, and it's just a quick survey to say, tell me what you want in there, and I'll go ahead and add it. And then we start with the table of contents. So all with hyperlinks as well. I'm just gonna open up an example of the rabies vaccine MicroLearn. So it opens up just a quick 1-pager where if you are on the virtual binder, you can click the link up here. And if you are on your phone and it's a printed version, then you would scan the QR code. And that brings you to a 7-taps. Rabies vaccines and immunoglobulins are something we do in the emergency department pretty frequently, but always something that's a little nerve-wracking for the nurses because it's a lot of mixing. It's a lot of multiple injections at one time and stuff like that. So it gets everybody a little nervous. So people can just quickly scan that QR code before they go and administer the medication to just refresh on what rabies is, how they are supposed to take care of the wound, and then how they're supposed to give the vaccine. So yeah. And I think that's pretty much, yeah. So just again, mine is full of QR codes and quick 1-page tips that people can quickly look at and refer to.
Yeah, staff have really appreciated it. You can even put the QR codes directly on the equipment. Or one time we had, you know, a nasogastric tube shortage and we had a new product, which we didn't know about ahead of time. You all love the education emergencies, but we were able to make a quick microlearning with 7-taps and we put it directly where it stopped. So staff would be able to refer to that till we had more time to train.
We also use microlearning QR codes with equipment on the physical equipment. So for our hover jack here, we have a how to use the hover jack, which is a piece of equipment we use if a patient falls on the floor. And it's not something that's often used, but if staff wanted to know how to use it, they can scan the QR code. So we have the education binders and then multiple microlearns throughout our units.
Okay.
Being here,
Yeah,
we're not
thank
paid to
you.
be here, but we're happy to be
Yeah.
here. And Dr. Megan Coombs was doing lovely. Christopher, you bridged that gap really well. So thank you.
Well, I don't know about that, but hopefully we were able to make it work. So I'm curious with this one because I love the way you've incorporated really 7-taps is almost like a performance support enhancer. It's like we've got this thing and now you can drill in deeper, and the use of the QR code is perfect. So when somebody sees them, they're like, I need a little bit more, they can get to it. In terms of managing the binders, so there were a lot of questions. where are you making the binders? I mean, obviously you're probably getting them printed and all that other stuff, but like, is that something that's managed centrally? Do each of you have a binder that you're each kind of owning? And then are you building that in like Canva or PowerPoint? Or like, how is that all being done?
So we are all individually managing them in Canva, and we can make
Okay.
updates in Canva that will go automatically to our digital binder. So if
Okay.
there's a change in policy or procedure, we can do a quick update and it will automatically update the digital binder.
Okay, cool. So it's for some reason I might have missed that part. So it's a digital binder that they have, and then now that's, I'm assuming, like on a company device, and they're scanning with their phone if they want to go further. Is that accurate? Is that kind of the flow people are using?
From our main hospital website, you can access
Okay.
this your nursing education from any desktop computer, and
Okay.
then click that way. And then we also have it available through QR codes on our unit.
Okay, got it, got it. So there's like QR codes around the place that they can scan, and then if they want to get to, okay, that's slick.
Yeah,
I like
we
that.
make like a one-page like flyer that, for instance, in the emergency department, we have a physical binder in the emergency department that I manage.
Okay.
So this entire binder is printed and put into like an actual 3-ring binder.
Okay, so you got the legit, like, you know, chop
Yeah.
the tree down
And so
and you've
every
like put
time
these
I
things
add
around.
to it, I have to physically go add to it as well,
Okay.
which is fine. And then I'll usually create the education on one of the MicroLearn platforms, and then the flyer for the education in Canva with the QR
Okay.
code and add it to the binder. And like Ashley said, if we add something to the virtual binder, it automatically in real time updates the
Okay.
virtual binder. So all of our staff, like Jennifer has said, has a QR code on their badge now, that if they're like
Oh,
in the middle of a trauma room or something and they're like, I can't even leave to go get the binder, they just
okay.
scan with their device while in the
Okay.
room, and they can just
Okay.
click on what they want to look at.
Okay, I like that because
Yeah.
okay, because some of the questions were around like version control and stuff like that, which that's one of the challenges I'm sure you deal with the paper one, where you're like, okay, great, that's great. Canva's updated now. Now I got to go track
Almost
down all
daily.
these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost every day I have a pile of things
It's
in
a
my
fun
desk that I
job.
need to walk up to the unit
Okay.
and, take out of the binder.
Yeah, somebody
add to the
comes to you and
binder.
goes, oh, I just got one more quick change. And you're like, yeah, it's a quick change for you. It's like 2 days worth of work for me. Thanks, though. Okay, got it. And then in terms of like accessibility, things like that, like have you gotten feedback from folks? Like, do they like that ability to just be able to scan and get it wherever they need? I mean, even the fact you've got it hooked up to your badges and stuff's got to be slick.
Yeah, they love it. There's been really positive feedback. We have our charge nurses have a Teams channel too, so there's a direct public link there. So
Okay.
I think like the physical binder, if you were going to adopt it, my recommendation would be to just put the QR code to the actual binder. So that way
Okay.
it just keeps you electronically on your phone, because you do have that version control. It's like a printed hospital policy that's outdated the second you print it, right? So
Yeah.
I think that would be my recommendation for that personally, but they do like the
Okay.
printed version, and they can print it themselves online from the online version too.
And we are also
Okay.
working with generational nurses. So the younger nurses
Yeah.
love the QR codes, but the nurses who have been here a little longer kind of like the paper copies. So we're kind of
Okay.
made it accessible to all.
Yeah. There's that journey of being like, can you please stop printing it? It's out of date as soon as you print it. You're like, I know, I like though. You're like, just throw it away when you're done then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I like the fact too, and then we'll wrap here. I like the fact that you're thinking about this through multi-point access. So instead of saying, I'm going to force you into one way of doing it, you're going to go, they might be in Teams, they might have a physical document, they might have printed the actual PDF, like whatever it is, we're just trying to make it accessible. And then I like that workflow. If you've got Canva for kind of your master copy of these binders that then incorporates the QR code from 7 taps that then they're scanning. Is that a fairly accurate summary of how you're doing all this?
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing the use cases and then answering and putting up with some more Q&A from me. Can we get a round of emojis for our speakers here? This was super helpful. And yeah, lots of emojis for that. So thank you all.